quick is a little bit about our page, and then I'll flip over into a couple other things like the dashboard and um, a website where you can get some tutorials and stuff like that. And if this is helpful, then I can do another one that goes a little more in depth on how you do some customization. But really, I think what you're finding already is that it's not that tough. All you got to do is kind of poke around and maybe do a little bit of reading, and you'll be able to get where you need to be. So this is our landing page. This is our front page. And the reason that we created this front page, and the reason we created this on WordPress to begin with, was that I wanted to be able to use this landing page, which you cannot do with Wix. Okay, I wanted to be able to utilize this landing page to input what's called a Facebook pixel and Google Analytics code into the header of this page. Behind the scenes, there is Facebook pixel code and Google Analytics code that I've embedded that will basically, anytime somebody lands on this page, I get information that says where they came from. Did they come from Google? Did they come from Facebook? Did they get here from Instagram? Whatever the case may be, what they searched for, where they live. So I get information about demographics and what their interests are, what they were searching for before they got to our page, all kinds of information that I can then use later on to create targeted Facebook ads that you see. Those ads that you see pop up when you're going through your feed, that's how a lot of that stuff gets created, because they look at the trail of your browsing history and they can see, you know, where you live, where you come from, and that's a good way to advertise to local people on Facebook. Target your Google ads using specific keywords that people have used to search your type of service, etc. And that's part of the SEO thing. The links that we have up here, so I know that you guys use Vagaro as your back end. We use MassageBook as our back end, and these links up here pretty much all go to stuff that we had set up on MassageBook before creating this landing page. So this is just a little front end that we put on top of that. So if we go and we want to look at, you know, what are we about, I click on that and it actually goes to our MassageBook. You know, got a little bio here that we can read about. We can look at our testimonials. Here you can look at, these are all links within MassageBook and whatnot. So, you know, we've basically just laid that front page, this front page, on top of our MassageBook site. Everything else links back to MassageBook, aside from our blog posts. Our blog posts that we created are here on WordPress. So we've used a couple of plugins also because we do a lot of posting on Instagram. I haven't thrown our Facebook feed on here yet, but we do a lot of posting on Instagram. So this is just a direct feed off of our Instagram, and clicking on any one of these will take you to the Instagram post. We've also got a plugin. Mike's got a YouTube channel where he creates different types of videos. And we're still working on refining that and maybe getting some better equipment for the recording. But, you know, we can stream or link our videos directly from our YouTube channel. We just basically, there's a plugin and we put in our information from our YouTube channel, and as we record videos, they show up here. So it's really kind of cool. Okay, so now if we go, let's go to the dashboard. This right here is super important. This is super important. You always want to keep all of your plugins and your theme up to date and WordPress up to date. This is the theme we're running. We're running the finance recruitment theme because those kind of clean and easy to use plugins. And here it tells you, when you click on that updates, it tells you whether you have the latest version of WordPress or not. That's super important. You always want to make sure you have the latest version of WordPress. So all of these plugins here that say they need to be updated, I don't use that one. I don't even have that one activated. I haven't started using this one yet, but I still want to keep it up to date. I haven't started using my social media. I'm actually going to use a different social media plugin. I found, I've read about a better one called Social Media Warfare. That's the one that I'm going to end up using. We don't do WooCommerce. That's for if you're going to online sales. That's the WooCommerce. WP Bakery Page Builder. This is a plugin that came with my theme, and I'm guessing it's kind of like the Beaver Builder that you're seeing on your theme. I don't use this because I found it more intuitive and easier to just use the customization within the appearance, right? Rather than actually using the page builder that came with the theme. And I think that might be where part of your frustration is. This particular plugin, Yoast SEO, if you don't have it, I would recommend you install it. It's one of the most commonly used plugins for SEO. It's pretty popular. There's also another one that I'll show you that's also supposed to be really good, but at a minimum, I'd take a look at the Yoast SEO plugin and see if that, I would start there with your SEO before I paid someone to do it, to see, you know, what kind of results you can get on your own first. Okay, so I've selected all the plugins that I want to update, and I'll do a bulk action update. Here we go. And they're going through and they're updating. Okay, so now if I go to media and library, these are all the pictures that I've uploaded so far, and they're all available to me to use in any of our pages and posts. There's a website that you can go to get stock photos that you can use. Let me it's called Pixabay. These are free photos that you can use, and they're really, really high quality. I don't know if there'll be anything in there. Oh, look at that. But these are photos that you can use for free. Oh, these are Shutterstock. So this is actually going to take you somewhere else. So sorry about that. Let's see. Let's just try something else here. Salon. So these are all salon related, and I know it's not what you're doing totally, but you know, you could use something like this, or you know, any of these pictures you can use for free on your website. Otherwise, if you're downloading pictures and using them on your website, you're actually violating copyright, so just keep that in mind. But these are all, you know, massage related pictures that I got off of Pixabay that I can use for free. I think I purchased this one just because I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, and this is one that we created on our own. We used PicCollage and we took some pictures and just created a little collage, and that's the one that we've got on our banner up top. So that's your media library. Pages are all just the pages that are currently, you know, on your website. So we've got a welcome page and we've got a Instagram feed page. That's it. That's it. That's all we have. Your posts are actually contained in a different area. If you get comments on your posts, if you allow comments for your blog posts, you'll see they'll show up here. They'll show up here, and you can get to them fairly quickly so that you can either comment back or remove them. So here is where, let's say I want to change a theme, or, well, let me go to customize first. So if I go to the appearance of our page and then I hit customize, this is what I use. So this is the active theme, right? This is the current active theme. This is what I use. This is where I did all of our customization. Everything I've done to this website, I've done through here. I did not use the built-in page builder to do anything because I just found it clunky and saw some of the same stuff that you were seeing where it wasn't doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Now, down here is where you can see how your site is optimized or whether your site is optimized for mobile use. It's going to be really important because probably 65% of the people that look at your website are going to look at it either on a tablet or on a cell phone, right? So you can see how your pop-up menus act. You can see what it looks like. This is what it will look like when someone's scrolling through on their cell phone. So you really want to take a look at that so that you can see whether you're optimized for that or not, because that's pretty much how people are going to look at it. We get most of our stuff is through mobile. I can show you those stats too sometime. So if I pop over to your, this is your site. This is, okay. I look at it. This is what it looks like. Very pretty, right? So you got your services, right? We can throw some regular, maybe get rid of this. I'd probably dump that. Put a couple of photos here and just talk about what you do. Okay. This would be a book now button. This is, you know, hey, just do a little bit of talking about what you do. This would be a book now. Or make an appointment, whatever the case may be. So this is how your stuff is looking. You need a button. Every page where you talk about your services, you need to have a button that allows people to go to book. Not sure what that is, but yeah, you need a button for booking on every page. Okay, so if we go back to your dashboard and let's say, let's look at themes. So we click on appearance and themes. Okay, if I want to, this is the one you're currently using. And okay, so you can customize it. So let's just, for example, here you would upload your logo and you'll get a feel for the size. You might need to edit that logo in order to make it the appropriate size. Whatever files you get from wherever you get your logo from, they might not be the right size, so you may have to edit that image size. For example, like your site icon is only 512 by 512. That's really tiny. That's tiny. And that site icon is that little thing right there. You see that little thing right there? That's a site icon for Pixabay. Site icon for Google is the little G that you see up in the corner. That's kind of a cool thing. We haven't done ours yet. I had one, but I didn't really care for the way it looked. So yeah, but you may need some photo editing software in order to be able to do that. There's some free ones out there that you can use. So I'd recommend that, and I can give you the names on some of that. So let's apply a new template. Let's say we want to do this guy. So we just scroll over here and we say, oh, let's apply this template, do a live preview of it. Now, some of these say upgrade to pro. You have to look at the theme details. If you remember, or if you noticed when we did this, you have to look at the theme details and see what you get with the free version, right? Because you have a free version, and what you get, what you get with the pro version. It may make a difference to you. So let's just do live preview. Okay, so if you look at that, that's what this particular theme is going to look like with your content. See how it kind of took all your services and everything and just kind of threw it all down here in a blob. But it also has them up here, right? Look at your FAQ. Yeah, so this is all stuff that you can edit, right? And this is the area that I use. So sidebar widget area. So let's look at that. That's where you got this stuff over here. This is your sidebar. You can reorder. You can add a widget to the sidebar. So what I did is I added the plugin that I had for Instagram feed. Once you create that plugin, or once you install that plugin on your WordPress site, you can then add it as a widget. So I clicked add a widget and I said, oh, I'm going to add, you could add a picture here. You could add metadata here. Oh, apparently if you wanted to embed a email marketing form, GoDaddy, you can do that. Tag Cloud, that's what's on our page, that little thing that had like all the words in it, massage therapy and massage therapists and blah, blah, blah. That was a tag cloud. You can add something like that. You can add a video and all of that. Any of that that you added would show on this, in this sidebar area, you know, throughout here. You can reorder it. Most of this stuff you can drag and drop. So if I wanted to, for example, right, I want a search bar to be down at the bottom. Just kind of pull it down there. You'll see this gray out, and now our search bar is down at the bottom. I put it back up at the top. And now it's back up at the top where it was. So we take a look at the footer sidebar. Yeah, you don't have any of those. Oh, footer sidebar widgets, homepage settings. You can say homepage is home. You can make any one of these your homepage. Any one of these. So, you know, that's how I access everything. So I wanted to take a minute and okay, we're going to just navigate away from there. That's fine because we don't want to apply this theme. But any one of these themes you can do that with. You just kind of hover over it and say, give me a live preview. It's not until you actually activate it that it's actually going to now be your theme. So that's how you can try them on for size, so to speak. And if you find that you really like, for example, you really like this one, right? General settings. If you find that you really like it, you know, activate. You can activate and publish. But again, you're going to have to figure out whether you want a pro version or not. The one I'm using right now, I think, is a free version. I made the mistake of buying some pro versions and ended up not using them. So, yeah, that's a lesson learned. Don't pay for anything unless you're 100% sure that you're actually going to use it, because that's just dumb. And I was dumb and did that. And of course here, you know, you can add a new theme if you want. Here, you can see the different widgets. You know, these are all widgets that you have available to you right now with the theme that you're using, right? You can do all this stuff. Um, Here you got all your menus. You got a lot of pages about you're going to do. Looks like you might have specific pages for facials, waxing, blah blah blah. You can do that. You got your this is your services menu, sub items. Let's take a look at your plugins. Yeah, this is probably the page builder that you were using. Again, I would try using the customization and appearance, under the appearance menu, and see if that's not more a little intuitive for you, because each page builder, so if you install a different theme, it may have a different page builder. We've got the Baker Buddy page builder, and there's some other stupid page builder that we have, and they all act just a little bit different. So you might be better off using one of these unless you find a page builder that really works well for you. Let's see. Yeah, so you might want to get that Yoast SEO plugin. There's Monster Insights is what we use for gathering the data from our Facebook Pixel and our Google Analytics. I can show you that too. I'm going to show you this site, wpbeginner.com. This is an excellent site for tutorials on WordPress. And if you scroll down, if you click on Beginner's Guide, or click on this little arrow here, and then if you scroll down, you should be able to find, they've got this little infographic here that says, I need help with, different things, right? And their tutorials are very, very good. But they've also got this little useful WordPress guide thing. And if you click on the little arrows here at the bottom, right, it's got a whole bunch of, like, here, if you click on this one, 200 plus step-by-step tutorials. And there they are, all of them. You can really learn a lot. What else was I going to show you here? Let's see. Oh, again, don't forget to check your mobile appearance, right? So let's say customize. Down here. Don't forget to check and see how you look on tablet. Mobile. Okay, that's going to be really important. That's where you're going to get most of your hits, is probably from mobile. And then you can go through and do your homepage settings. Do you want a static page? Do you want your homepage to display your latest posts? If you're not going to do a lot of blogging, then I wouldn't worry about it. Just have it be static. You can determine whether or not, like, this stays here when you scroll, or whether it goes up like that. So you can say, I want this, this little header photo I want it to be there all the time. So when I scroll, it's always there and it looks pretty, but the only thing is that it will do that on all the devices. So if you do that on your mobile, it's going to kind of suck, because it's going to take up a lot of real estate. And you can see it actually does take up a lot of real estate already. Ours does too. Our picture looks stupid on mobile, but whatever. People don't seem to mind it all too much. So I think, let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, so I would definitely look at Pixabay. Great place to get, like I said, get free photos. Um, if you need more media on your site, um, it's a nice website. So hopefully that was kind of helpful. I don't know if it was or not, as far as customizing or trying on the different themes. But the live preview, I mean, if you activate the theme, that's now your theme. So the live preview is what you want to do to be able to see, these different themes that you've got here with your content that you currently have on your site. Um, so yeah,